You don't see it? No.
I don't know why it don't pop up.
Weird.
Hey y'all, hey, come on in, come on in. It's the Caravan of Dreams, the redo. Y'all know what it is. It's 8 something on Monday. And y'all know how we do it. Come on, it's the Caravan. Make sure you like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. All right. Hey everybody. Hey y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all make sure you like and share. Like and share. All right, all right. Okay. So y'all see it's eight just eight something. The early eight something. Sometimes, we a little bit on the later eight something, but it's the early eight something this time. So we're gonna go on and get started. Listen. So first of all, let's start here. I'm sure that everybody heard, unless you were kind of, sleeping through the whole week last week, that Frankie Beverly passed away. And so, you know, um, anybody got some Frankie Beverly memories? Like, I would say that you can probably throw a rock and hit somebody that probably have been to the all white party concerts or whatever. So first of all, can y'all somebody give me a wave or let me know that y'all can hear us okay? Let's start there because usually the writing comes up and I don't see it. So somebody give me a thumbs up or something. Say, hey, we can hear you. Somebody, anybody?
I'm gonna make her disconnect.
Will. Oh, okay. Hmm. There we go.
I hear you.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, Vanessa. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that y'all could hear us. Okay. My goodness. All right. So now, with that being said, Frankie Beverly passed on the 10th. And then before that, we lost who was it? The artist right before that was who?
I don't
What's
know.
the rapper name?
Oh, I thought it was different categories because we don't lost. Well, we lost James Earl Jones.
Okay,
We
yeah.
lost Frankie Beverly. This is from the older crew,
Right.
and just lost what Tito Jackson.
Yeah, and we lost Tito today, right?
I think this one. I think.
I was wanting you to get that clip from Michael Jackson that said, Tito, give me some tissue. I don't know if that was a concert or what. Do you recall that?
I think that was Eddie Murphy. That was Eddie
Oh, that
Murphy
was Eddie
show.
Murphy. Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay. So anyway. But and then it was a rapper that had passed, and it was like with somebody before him. Who was the rapper that passed?
Shoot, Beat
Um,
King,
okay, yeah, B
Club God.
King. Who?
Oh no,
Club Chub Rock?
no. I said Club God. That's Beat King's other
Oh,
name.
my bad.
You got Fat Man Scoop
Batman Scoop.
and
And there was a young guy,
Rich Homie
Rich
Quan.
Homie Quan. So my goodness, what is happening? They said it happens in threes, but it's been like boom,
That's
boom,
your three.
boom, boom,
You got
boom.
the older cats,
Oh, three for the
James
older.
Earl, Frankie Beverly, Tito.
Oh,
They
okay.
live long lives.
Okay, okay,
You know,
okay.
a lot of accomplishments.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying they deserve to go, but
Right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
saying
But
they did their thing before they went.
yeah.
And you got people who went, Fat Man Scoop, he was up there. He was what, 50, 52, 53. I can't
Yeah.
call it all because shoot,
Right.
I
Right.
just turned 51. So I
I got
refuse to call
you.
that old. But you got Beat King.
Right.
I don't think Beat King was even. I
Probably
thought he was
40.
40. I think he was like
Yeah.
38, 37,
Oh,
38.
okay. Uh-huh.
Rich Homie Quan,
He's
shoot, he was
30.
early 30s. He was like
Yeah.
33,
Mm-hmm.
32, something like that.
Hey,
So
Ramonda. Hey, Kevin.
Kevin, what's going on? He came out to the cigar lounge
Oh, okay.
this
Okay.
Wednesday, man. It was good to see you, bro. That's one of my old classmates. We went to Morningside together. Like I
Oh,
always
okay.
say, if it's anytime I see somebody from that far back, man, I'm thankful. It's always good to
Mm-hmm.
see people from that
Right.
far back. He still look the same. That's funny, but yeah, thank you for coming out.
Mr. Bird, how you doing?
Bird, what's
Breadwinner.
going on with you there, buddy?
All right, all right. Okay, so yeah,
Breadwinners.
my God, it's been a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is like, well, I guess, the older we get, it's just boom, it just keep happening. And you just never know where it's gonna hit and who and this and that. So at the end of the day, we gotta, you gotta keep your health up and try to, do what you can to stay healthy and make good decisions and all of those things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I gotta give me some exercise regimen going on. I hope Patrick ain't on here.
Oh gosh.
B King was 39, Rich Homie 34, Fat Man Scoop was 53. I was close. I
Yeah.
had 38 on B King. I had
Mm-hmm.
33 on Rich Homie Quan.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Man Scoop 53. That's
Okay.
not too
Pretty
bad.
good. All right, thank you, Will Majors.
Will Majors, man. Dope DJ. He said he about to retire from concert DJ. He been doing concerts here, man, I think over 20 years, man.
Oh wow. Shout
All
out
of
to
the big
him.
hip hop concerts or whatever, man, he do most of them, especially in the Fort Worth
Mm-hmm.
area.
Okay.
He get to do Deep Ellum, he did all the good spots, all my bucket list spots. He do them on the regular.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so listen, this was something that was really interesting. So a North Texas medical school, so what they have done is they have gotten hundreds of bodies of poor people, right? People that, it seems like maybe nobody care about, or nobody was looking for them or whatever. And so it was like these people died, and they just like, well, we're just going to take all these bodies, and so we're going to use them for, and dissect them and cut them up and distribute parts here and there and all that. And so this one family went looking for their loved one, and they was like, "Wait, hold up, now what happened?" They done cut the body up and did this and that, and they have waited 622 days finally get the pieces of the body, right, of this, their family
Hold
member.
on. Pieces of the body, huh?
Yeah, because he been cut up. Because what happened is the medical school gets the bodies, and they were like, well, these are unclaimed bodies. So they cut up these pieces and dissecting and, doing practicing, whatever. And so they get the body parts of their loved one, and they finally are able to give him a military burial. This was an ex-military guy. He was a veteran. And they done cut that man's body up, and hey, using it for whatever they want to use it for. That's crazy.
I'm not surprised.
Listen, you gotta check on your people, because people out here, they say, well, there ain't nobody claim this body, so we just gonna donate them all to this, medical school, and let them do what they will. So yeah, there's that. So
Oh,
now they are going to sue, you know,
who they suing?
well, I mean, whoever had the body, whoever gave the body to them.
Funeral home or something?
I mean, I wouldn't think that the
Hospital?
funeral had, because, and that's what I feel like, the coroner maybe, because it's unclaimed. Like, because first the coroner gets the body, and then somebody has to claim it, and then I guess if nobody claims or comes and say, hey, yeah, that's them, that's our loved one, that's that, then they just like, it's unclaimed body.
So what do they do if it's not claimed? I mean,
They donated, clearly they
I'm just
donated
saying, as
hundreds of
far as
bodies.
of this family. First of all, I don't know how long did they say how long it might have taken for them to
622 days they waited.
Nigga,
So-
that's 2 years.
That's how long. That's how long they've been looking for their loved one.
What was they looking at? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm sure they had to go to the coroner first, but I don't know. It took them 622 days to get the body.
I'm confused. I don't know. Some information in there that's missing. Like, did they? Now I can understand if they went to the coroner, or I guess when you talk about the coroner, that's Tarrant County coroner. I mean, the county coroner or whatever.
I
It's
would
one
think so.
coroner.
Yeah, right.
So
Uh-huh.
you go to the coroner.
Right.
You say, "Hey, I'm looking for so body."
Or my loved one.
And that should be in the first year.
Well, here's the thing. My thing is this. So maybe when the person first died, they didn't know.
Right.
Right. So it probably took that time, and that's why they didn't immediately go looking for the body.
Sean, DJ about that life. What's going on? I got some DJs on here today, man.
That's
Alex Roy got some singer on here.
Hey now, hey.
Vanessa, right? Oh, that's almost 2 years. So I'm
Yeah.
okay. So when did
But
they?
so here's the thing. Now, just think about this. If you're trying to collect body parts, they probably have distributed these parts to, this science project, this thing over here, whatever's going on. So they had to get this man's body parts together before they. Now you can't be like, okay, well, we got the head and the torso, but we don't have the legs and the arms and the hand. So listen,
it's funny, but it's not funny.
I mean, I'm just saying, well, you got to collect all the parts before you start give them their body back.
I mean, it ain't even collecting. I'm pretty sure if they gave it to,
they distributed like different places.
I don't know.
The medical school had it, and then they were like, "Okay, what you need? Give me a head, boom. Give me a neck." You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta go back to the medical school,
right?
And get the pieces.
Yeah.
Basically, get them to go the trash bag. When I hear the rest of them,
okay, yes, that's crazy.
It's just in my thing on.
And then at this point, they had to cremate him. So there's that.
I don't know. If you've been looking for you people for 622 days,
right?
So that's almost 2 years,
right?
Did they not know what city he was in or something
See,
like that?
I feel like there had to be some lost connection because why would you not know that first of all your person is missing? So they probably that's why the coroner donated them because nobody came and claimed them.
Charlene said so they knew where they distributed the parts. They basically knew where they distributed the parts. I don't know if she's saying that or
And
asking that.
I'm sure that they have some kind of record of this body part. You know what I'm saying? That surely you just not throwing out parts, legs and arms and stuff. So
Yeah. Sean say, yeah, something wrong. I don't know. It just,
at the end of the day, now they could be they took a heart and gave it to a heart transplant person. You know what I'm saying? Some of those parts probably went to give to somebody who needs their parts.
Will made say reclaiming body parts sounds expensive. Probably costs an arm and a leg.
Ah,
He said, okay, I'm gonna stop.
okay, okay.
Hey, that was a good one.
Wow,
That was a good
wow.
one.
Indeed, indeed. So, but man, that's cold. Just what I'm just gonna say, like, if you think about sometimes, there's family members that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lose touch, and you be thinking they are right, they out there, they doing whatever, they doing their thing, and you never hear from them. I think at that point. You need to start checking on your people because you don't never know if somebody could pass away and then be in a situation like this where the coroner got the body, nobody claiming them. Hey, nobody claimed this person, so we donating. They donating bodies.
I mean, because they just stack up. Ain't no funeral home gonna take them. It costs. You're gonna have to have
Right,
insurance
right,
before they even come pick them up.
right.
So
But
they
see,
ain't.
they messed with the wrong one because that man was a vet, and
I
his
mean,
family was prepared to bury him. You know,
vet or not though, like you gotta. I mean, if that's your family member, I just feel like to me, unless he was homeless or something, maybe in
I
another
see. I don't
city.
know. I wonder.
And I don't know if that's grounds to be suing nobody. Shoot, if he was off on his own and out of touch,
Yeah,
they couldn't just let the body just sit there. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
agreed.
Rot.
I agree. I agree. But
Vanessa say that's why it's important. Yes, Kevin, it did tickle me. It did tickle me. I thought that was quite funny. It was kind of tasteless, but I like tasteless comedy.
my gosh.
They said that's why it's important to check on your people. It is important to check on your
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people. Man, Roger, I mean, he called me Saturday. I think we was headed into STK or something like that. And I meant to call him back. I ain't calling back. So it just means he gonna cuss me out word this next time we talk on the phone. But what's going on? What's going on, Res Doctor? That's Dr. Fogel right there.
Oh my God.
They say cold world we live in. How do you not know when a family member is missing? I bet they'll send Johnny Jew to head back.
Wow.
Now they're gonna research my head. They're gonna want to know what kind of function, what kind of brain function this man had.
My gosh, today. So yeah, it's very true that you need to check on your people
Definitely
because
check on your people.
but I think about this. Think about your loved one who may be having some mental struggles, right? And so they are just out there on the street and they're walking around, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like, my loved one, we know they having mental issues or whatever. They're out there on the street. Do you know when something happened? They're not necessarily walking around with ID that say, if something happened to me, call so and so. You know what I'm saying? That's not so I could see that happening.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see the grounds to sue. You know,
Because
unless
y'all, well, I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, y'all gave the body away. Y'all didn't ask for permission.
ask who for permission.
I know, but I don't know.
The body can't sit. You can't just sit it up in
But
the
there has
hospital
to
refrigerator.
be a way that you can put it in the paper, say Jane Doe's or some John Doe's that are, something.
I mean, okay, John Doe's. We got
Right.
what do you say? We got some John Doe. You can't show no. You know what I'm saying? You can't show no face. Be like, hey, we got this dude. We got these people right here. If
You
you
gonna
identify,
have to. They gotta show
that's something
some.
that you're gonna have to petition for. I don't know. I don't know.
Dang.
That means you have to take out a ad in the paper, pretty much, uh, and online because nobody really read the paper no more. So I have to be online. Now you just got to take a picture of some dead people, some people who basically blue,
Man, I mean, it's
and be like,
hard,
"Hey,
but
with it,
there has to be a way, like to not, and you're not just selling folks or getting rid of their bodies like that,
lost
donating.
man." I don't know. I ain't never heard of a lost and found for dead people. That's basically what that
I
is.
mean, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, it's horrible, horrible. So anyway, now let's go here. Now there was here in Georgia, there was a 6-year old little girl that she's at school, and now she went to school. She had, however she was dressed with her, clothes on. Now her clothes somehow got dirty or whatever. The teacher gave her a T-shirt, right, to put on because she had gotten dirty. I don't know. It was something that they were doing. I don't know if they were playing outside or paint or whatever. But anyway, so she got something all over her clothes, and so the teacher gave her a T-shirt. But the baby girl, I guess her pants got messed up as well. And so she had taken those off. And so for the rest of the day, she's walking around with t-shirt and panties on
Oh,
at school. And so when she get home from school, her parents are like, what's happening? So she done walked around the rest of the school day, for hours, they said, in just a t-shirt and panties.
oh, Cuba Dina Howard.
And nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was like, baby girl, where's your pants? Nothing. She just walking around t-shirt and panties.
This is what um was that us or them?
It was us.
It was us.
Yeah.
The
And
the
they
kid
asked the
was us.
daughter, yeah, they
Okay.
asked her,
The teacher was us.
now the teacher looked like the teacher that they did the interview was the white guy.
Okay, man, we was a deep door, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
'cause you know,
what did
I'm
it
just
say?
asking because small town Georgia, that's different. That we're not necessarily
Oh.
looked upon very nicely in small
They
towns
look
like that.
they I mean, honestly, they look like they might have been a little slow. But yeah, that exactly, Charlene. But at the very end of the day, they asked the little girl, what happened to your pants? She said she forgot to put them on. Okay.
Excuse me.
She's 6. The little girl
Oh,
said she
pants.
forgot. Yeah. It happened to her pants.
Mhm.
She forgot to put them back on. But I mean, the teacher gave her the t-shirt, should have made sure that she had her clothes on now.
Yeah. I don't
So
know. That would sound like a small town.
hmm they seem look a little slow. I mean, I'm just saying. But
You said that didn't seem strange to anyone in the school. Like I say,
right.
that sound like a small town. Sound like a small town where we sub citizens. Should I say? Put
Yeah.
it like that.
I mean, I don't know. I think it is a very big oversight.
I know you would have, Charlene. I don't doubt it at all. She said I would have turned that teacher every which way but loose. Uh,
mm,
Roger said, how do you let that baby walk around in public like that?
right.
It sound like small town Georgia, man. That's what it sound like. I can
Yeah.
see something like that happening in small town Texas. In small towns, they feel like uh, certain people feel like they entitled. I'm gonna put it like that.
hmm
So
Yeah. So pretty sad. I know. So of course the family. I think this is something we just do now. So the family is gonna sue in regards to that. So, but hey,
is that what you checking off? Another lawsuit?
huh?
That's what you
I mean, I'm just saying. No, I just remember something. But anyway, so there's that. And sorry to that little girl for having to go through that. Hopefully that doesn't cause her to have, some PTSD when she get older. So listen, now this was some craziness.
That's facts. He said that's not entitlement, that's neglect. Well, people in small towns like that feel like they entitled to neglect. How
Mm,
about that one?
there you go.
Go ahead again.
There's that. All right. So there's this woman in South Africa. So she went to the hospital. She was complaining about her stomach hurting like really bad. So she got to the hospital and they ran tests and all that. And they were like, we don't see why you're having these stomach pains. And so, they, were still trying to figure it out or whatever. So sometime shortly after, about 30 minutes later, the lady goes into labor and she has puppies.
Whatever. Let me look that story up.
The lady has puppies, and they were like, "Ma'am, what the heck? What is going on right now?" And so she said that, she had recently moved there, and she, was, had been lonely or whatever. And so she decided to, um, you know, take it up with the family puppy. I listen, I I'm the messenger. Don't I'm saying that listen, that's what it is. That's what it is. So I don't know. There you go. That's what she said. She said that, she hadn't found a mate or whatever. And so she went into labor and had puppies. So yeah, that was yeah, believe it or not. I, Charlene, I'm telling you, that's what happened. So hey, don't shoot the messenger. Listen, that lady had puppies because clearly she's doing strange things. So yeah, the dog impregnated her. Listen, that's what they said. That's what it is. So I mean, there's that. Okay, okay. Dedrick, but okay. So the dog done got her pregnant. Yeah, yeah. My grandmother was a nurse, says Will, and swears a similar situation happened, see, to a lady years ago in a small Texas town. Okay, don't play. See, thank you, Will.
What we passed the
Look, we still on this story. The
y'all still
the
on
lady
the
had
baby have
puppies.
the puppies.
The lady had look at what Will said. The lady had puppies. Now I'm sorry. She had puppies because she was lonely and hey, I'm sorry. The dog, hey, I'm sorry. This is what they
Man, I took biology.
look what Will Major said.
The DNA, the chromosome, whatever the hell, whatever it was I studied, said that stuff do not match up, man.
Listen, man, y'all better let that lady done had some puppies.
I'm
She was
tripping.
just a carrier. So look at what Will said.
I saw that talking about in small town Texas, somebody she swerving down and somebody
Yeah.
had some babies. Exactly, Charlene. I don't know. She sit in another room. We work from home, and she sit in another room and dig up these outlandish stories.
Hey, I'm sorry.
He said, "Who's she gonna get child support from?" Good question.
Man,
Good question.
listen.
Okay, man, did they show some pictures? Can we see the puppy?
They didn't show the pictures. I'm sorry. Listen. I I'm sorry. Is that's what happened? And so for all you doctors out there who say it can't happen, it happened. So was they half human, half dog? I mean, I don't know. Maybe later on we might discover that. Um C said there's no way they're all puppies. They have to be human dog at least. Hey, could be, could be. Derek Simmons says not true. What?
Man, look, we took science class. Some of us paid attention in science class.
Hey, I don't care. I'm telling you, that's what happened.
There we go. Different genomes, sperm and egg differences. A dog sperm does not have a chromosome cap that human sperm has, which enables it to penetrate a woman's egg for fertilization. I just don't believe it. I am not. I won't.
I'm
And if
sorry.
it's if she
Sorry.
did, why it ain't a Netflix special by now? We should have been. Yeah, we should have been got word of that. I don't
Listen,
know.
don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling y'all that this is what they see because the thing is, is we are a unique people. You cannot say 100% that this lady could not have had puppies for this dog.
And
And hey, I don't know.
we was talking about doing a segment on the show. It's called "Used News You Definitely Cannot Use." This qualifies.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Charlene said instead of talking, they will bark. Listen, possibly. You
I'm
can't
I'm
count it out.
I'm flabbergasted now.
You can't count it out. So there's that. Listen,
I'm
next
gonna have to talk to her, this lady, and her kids.
her puppies.
Right.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Oh Lord.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Breastfeeding is gonna be hell.
My God, today. Yep. So listen, y'all, there was this crazy dude. Um, you know, I don't know why people are this ignorant. So this guy out of Florida, and so his kid passed away, right? And so this dude, he goes on social media and he was like, he said, I'm glad my kid passed. That way I don't have to pay child support.
Damn.
Now he says he misses his kid, but now he don't have to deal with the baby mama and her trying to come up on him paying child support.
Damn. He said what he said on social media or something?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's for attention.
Yeah. I
His
mean,
karma. Ain't no telling what his karma gonna be.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the very end of the day, my God, today, like, so you're glad your kid passed because you don't want to pay child support, dude? Man. That is a sick individual. No doubt about that.
Very sick individual.
Yeah. They still on the puppet. Yes, puppets. I'm sorry. We're gonna next. You know what? I'm gonna look for some pictures. So there's
I
that.
looked it up. Of course, it's TikTok. That's all I see stories from is TikTok.
So
Man. Vanessa, this shouldn't be nothing new. You be on almost every week, and she come up with stuff weirder and weirder every week. So
don't shoot the messenger.
we ain't nobody shooting the messenger.
Charlene said it is some deadbeats that feel that way. Yeah, right. That's my thing. I'm like, man.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Well, like I said, you on social media, and people say about anything on social media for some attention.
Mm-hmm. So here, go and get that last one that's on your inbox. Did you already do it?
Nope.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Now, here's this. So there are what's the guy's name that he always got something to say. What's the richest man in the world name?
Who? Elon?
No, I'm sorry, the second richest guy in the
I
world.
mean, I don't know. He might not be the richest guy.
The one that the Microsoft guy.
Oh, Gates.
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 Okay, so Bill Gates. So he's saying that he, was talking to a group of, a room full of rich people, and he said that he had some of the mosquitoes that they were going to release to spread malaria in the black neighborhoods.
Didn't we talk about that before?
And so what he did was he had these mosquitoes in the room full of rich people, whatever. He was like, y'all don't have to worry about it. But he said these are going to be for poor people, is what he said. That is so racist to me. What is that?
I don't know.
What does it say?
I don't know.
Yeah.
National.
Yes. That is so racist. Like, I'm trying to figure out why this guy, like, who is Bill Gates that he can just say whatever? Does money give you the
But he's been interested in population control
Right.
for the
Right.
longest.
Get yourself, dude. Like, why are you?
Hold up.
Oh,
He too
sorry.
rich. He too rich for that.
Oh, and probably shouldn't have said that.
right?
Delete yourself. But at the very end of the day, why does he feel like he needs to? Who is he that he can control the population?
He rich.
What does that mean?
I mean, he can get away with what he want to get away with.
So he's like Trump said, I can shoot somebody in the middle of the street and walk free.
I mean, it's basically the same, right? Just a little bit slower process.
Man, I don't understand why he's always trying to come up with stuff. He also said they're creating Sears, which is one of those contagions that they're creating or whatever that is going to spread, and everybody will have to have a vaccine and that. And so he's just really trying to get rid of what is happening. What is happening
You know, they
in
had the rumors he was behind COVID.
Right. Right.
I don't know how true that is, but I mean, people get money, and of course, they feel powerful. Money. I always say, money and the power go hand in hand. He got a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, in what office is he holding? Like,
You got to hold no office.
what I'm saying, so you just be rich and be sitting back and be like, you know what? I think
because you have influence.
I think we need to control the population.
You got influence. You got money. You got influence. He can buy the politicians. Politicians we all know politicians.
I mean,
the majority of them are for sale.
Clearly.
So he got plenty of money for that.
Yeah. I guess so. So Will said that gay story is hard to believe. Rich people are rich because of poor people.
Right. Get rid of the poor people.
Okay. And here's the thing, like even that situation that Trump brought up, talking about that they're eating the cats and dogs. Like, you sound dumb. First of all, he sounded real dumb to me. Did anybody watch the debate? So first of all, he's creating a situation there. And so now they had to evacuate schools last week because people are like, oh, they out here killing our cats and dogs. Okay, so we're going to kill some of their kids. And they're doing bomb threats. They had to evacuate schools and all this kind of stuff because of him going on here in front of 67 million people talking about that the immigrants, and they're all Haitian, the Haitian immigrants are out here eating the cats and dogs. So that's what he has created. See how that kind of misinformation will cause other people to get hurt, and them people ain't doing nothing. And so the governor and all of them, they're like, no, that's not happening. There's no credible evidence for that. But he's spreading it anyway because he likes the way the memes look that they created that show him saving the cats and dogs with the Haitians running behind him. Yes. So that is what he's out here doing. Just, and it's like you can say anything enough and people are gonna believe it. They're like, oh shoot, it's got to be true. He's saying it on national TV, right?
I don't know who. I don't know.
Who what?
Believe Trump?
Yeah, I mean, there's some people believing him. His followers believing him because they out here now trying to cause harm to the Haitians. And the people in the city, they're like, listen, the Haitians, they're working. Them some hardworking people. They're the ones out here doing the work that other people don't want to do. Because they taking, you know what I'm saying? They'll take those jobs, as Trump called the black jobs, right? So yeah, but he's out here spreading crazy misinformation, putting fear in those people.
Speaking of which, you heard about the gangs taking over, the Venezuelan gangs taking over in Colorado?
Yeah.
You hear they headed here?
I didn't hear that they're headed here, but that they were like in some apartments or something and took over somebody's apartments or something.
They said it infiltrated parts of Dallas.
Oh, okay. Okay, I might have seen that. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. And they're saying that now on that, they are saying that those people were released, that Venezuela released these people from prisons and stuff. And they said, you must leave here and go to America. Like they told them, in order for you to stay free, you better get out of this country and go to America. So there's that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is that? The name like Trend Day Aragua or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Delta gang, and it's supposed to be thousands of them.
Yeah, they already in Texas,
I don't. I mean, they're saying that they've infiltrated parts
somewhere
of
in Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah.
And Greg Abbott is supposed to be addressing some type of situation or whatever.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, they did start out in Colorado, but supposedly some have infiltrated Dallas. So there's that. Yeah.
I think it's more uh, carried towards um, apartments, people in apartments.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they can go and take over. Like you can go to these apartments and hold everybody hostage in their apartments or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. So my God, y'all, be careful in these apartment complexes. Out in Dallas, I guess that's where they are. So yeah, definitely got to be safe. Now, while we're talking about, you did bring up Greg Abbott. So listen, y'all, everybody, make sure that you, even if you are registered to vote and you feel like I know I'm registered to vote, go and check your voter registration because Greg Abbott has removed 1 million people. Greg Abbott has removed 1 million people from the voter roll. So please go and check your voter registration to make sure that you are still registered to vote. So check your voter registration. Make sure still registered to vote because he removed 1 million people. He said these people were either dead or illegal or whatever the case may be. But he has removed 1 million people. That's a lot of people. Now I don't know how many people in Texas, but 1 million people, that's a lot.
Who do you have do that?
I guess the voter registration group. It had to be some government office.
They just spend the money.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they had to pull some people off of their regular job.
Mm-hmm. To go and check
do
list.
Project, right? Do this project.
Right.
1 million people, huh?
Yeah. That's what he's done. He's removed 1 million people off the voter registration roll.
I'm going to go check
So yeah, we all should check that. Will Major says, sounds to me like Republican elected officials are trying to block Texans. Yes. Yes, it is. It is definitely what they're trying to do. Definitely.
What?
When I said check your voter registration paper. Listen. So yes, you gotta please go check your voter registration, y'all. Did you get it done?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, check this out.
Once again, y'all, we are accepting applications for the production department because this abuse, this will not be tolerated.
Hey.
And if you listen to the full clip, he says, by drawing attention to what's happening on the ground, it's just as this like line goes online, you don't hate the media enough. Go ahead.
You remember Alternative Facts with Kellyanne? They did the same thing. She wasn't saying you make up fictions and pretend they're facts. You bring other facts to bear in the debate that are being ignored. And that's what he was saying. And I think it was in that interview where Dana Bash says, the police have gone through 11 months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. And I think one lesson of this whole story, people don't care about geese. People really hate geese. They all things considered, I think people would prefer Haitian migrants to come and take the geese off the golf course, right? So it's pets, it's the cats and dogs that's become the standard. Geese clearly don't matter.
I mean, I read online they're protected in Ohio, so you kind
of. He tripped her up doing it. So did y'all hear him say that? Because he said he trying to explain in there that he didn't, that wasn't. They try to come back and say no, that wasn't what he said. It was a slip because he was trying to say migrants and immigrants, and so it came out to the N word. Did y'all hear it? Because it was pretty clear. So
yeah,
I feel like you slip because you probably say it a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's comfortable. It just roll off your tongue. So yeah, there's that. And he said the hard R too.
I mean, did he make it to the R?
Didn't he?
I definitely knew what he was trying to say. I don't know. I know. I can't.
Derry said it was clear. He definitely said it. Yeah. See, they Edomites. It's natural for them to be racist. Okay.
I mean, he said it. It's
Yes,
just a matter of how long he keep his job.
Right. Right. Now, because you know that if we done caught it, so somebody about to be after him. And there's that. But I mean, like, hey, at the very end of the day,
his response. Oh, this is somebody else who took up for him.
Right.
He said ridiculous. Richard Lowry obviously got crossed up between immigrants, short I, and migrants, long I. Started pronouncing migrants with a short I, instantly corrected himself with no embarrassment because it was patently mispronunciation,
which didn't make no sense, whatever it was. And then so I'm sure she heard it, but she was trying not to. So she was like, "Oh, and yeah, they was the geese." So yeah, he tripped her up trying to, because she heard it and was probably like, "Oh my God, he said that." So yeah.
Say since when does migrant start with an N?
Oh, right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How you get that? How you cross the two and come up with that word? So
yeah, that's out of line.
Ramonda said it wasn't a slip. He meant all of that. Okay. So he said he was probably repeating exactly what they said. Still,
heck yeah, that's exactly what's. When they sitting around, the table smoking their cigars or whatever, drinking whiskey shots. Hey,
that's what you get.
I'm sure
right before them. They was probably saying them niggas some other, and then he was like, and so then and the ear.
They said no, it ain't just niggas. It's Haitian niggas.
They got to put
it rolled off his mouth too easily. So it's like, that goes together. The Haitian niggas. That's that the man. That goes together.
Will said, I think both sides are true. It was a mistake, but he said it. Yes, he did.
It was definitely a mistake. He didn't mean to say it, out in front of everybody. That's reserved.
That was
for
the part that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's reserved for the good old boys.
Right.
For Trump dinners.
Class A, he's straight, he white. I'm starting a class action suit, Ramonda. Okay, right. Okay.
Let me know. I'll sign on it.
Right, because we all heard that in my ears, yeah. So, but anyway, all right. So listen, so I thought about this, that we are going to talk about this, relationally speaking. So here's the thing. Now, this is my question. Do you think that people should get into relationships and you have trauma in your relationship, right? Or let's say you have trauma before in a past relationship. You come into a new relationship, you're bringing that trauma with you. Now, do you tell your new person that, you know what, I got trauma behind this? Or do you just try to deal with it? Because if you tell that person, they subject to be like, nah, no thanks. Do you keep it to yourself or do you discuss it? Relationally speaking, what are your thoughts on that? How do you handle past trauma? Do you tell your new person that you're kind of going into a relationship with, or do you keep it to yourself and try to deal with it?
I think according to social media, you're supposed to heal from a trauma. Like, be by yourself for a while, heal and get over it, and then go into a relationship. I don't think that's practical, though.
You don't think it's practical? Yeah, most people don't do that.
We didn't do that.
So there's that. Will said, no, if you're not a whole person, stay out of the dating pool until you're healthy.
I mean, like I said, I think on social media, I don't think it's ideal for most people. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And I think a lot of people do it. Some people do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think you have some people that don't. And I don't think that you're necessarily wrong if you don't.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. I just don't think you're necessarily wrong because that would make us wrong.
and we're wrong 16 years in. So there's that. So Tetra said, discuss it. Right. Derek said, I think you should tell them so at least they can do some research on it and try to be as prepared as possible. Honestly, honesty is normally the best solution. Okay. Mm-hmm. Clyde, yes, you should tell them. But in most cases, you can see the drama in people when you meet them. Mm-hmm. Will Majors, therapy is too easy to come by these days. You don't even need to leave the house now.
This is true.
But you know what? Okay, therapy. Huh?
Teletherapy. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying. So, yes, therapy, of course, that's the thing that, everybody's like, yeah, get your therapy because, but, at the end of the day, I think it depends on what it is. I think there's levels to it, personally. I think there's, like if you are somebody who was abused, right? If you were in an abusive relationship, please let this person know that you were in an abusive relationship and let them, because that can be a whole situation in itself. Somebody may do something that looks like what that person did to you. And, you have a whole, you said to pull out a gun or something, you know what I'm saying? Because it just looks.
And with that being said, I was about to say, I think there's levels to abuse because I think you have emotional abuse.
Yeah.
I think if you got most trauma is a result of some type of abuse. Mm-hmm. And, if your mate talked down to you, that's a form of abuse. Mm-hmm. If your mate lied to you, that's a form of abuse.
Yeah.
So to me, yeah, it's definitely levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely levels.
Mm-hmm.
I think ideally, yeah. I think you should tell your partner. I don't know about the whole, go isolate yourself and heal situation. I think you just tell your partner, hey. Now you might want to tell your partner, hey, you know what? I ain't in no condition to be dating nobody right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
well, I think that you can date, but maybe not take it too serious, right? Like we can hang out and whatever, blah blah blah. But maybe we're not ready to go to an exclusive level yet. Like let me still try to get myself together, get my mind right, this and third. But you could be somebody who could be helping that person to to get through this.
I think that's where we came in, where our situation came in at, because I mean, even though I told you straight up I got issues, I told you that when we first linked up, it was like, I got issues, you enter at your own risk. So no, but I don't think you knew how deep those issues were until we was in the middle of the marriage. We a year or two in, it's like, this nigga got problems for real.
Crazy for real. Like, what are we doing here?
And I think it went both ways. Chris might not have been as crazy as I was, but it was some things that I learned about her, and I had to change some of my ways because, like, I'm not gonna say that she was abused or nothing, but there was certain stuff she'll see me do that look like what the cat before me did, and then for that reason, I can't lie. I was like, shit, I can't stand your ex. He didn't mess my life up. Like, but I had to take measures for it. It seemed like therapy for years. Made some moves for years to try to get her comfortable with me. And I just feel like if you love somebody enough, you're gonna do what you have to do in order to help that person heal. And I think that went both ways with us. Mm-hmm. I think she did what she had to do in order to help me to heal from what I had going on, and I had to do what I had to do in order to help her heal, for what she had going on. Could have very easily called it quits. Just be like, you know what, I ain't putting up with. I can do bad by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, there was a mutual love there, a mutual respect there, and it was like, you know what, we're gonna get past this.
Right.
So, that's why I'm gonna venture to say that it ain't always necessarily about going to a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your mate. I'm not gonna. I guess we might be the lucky ones or something, but your mate could be one of your best therapists if they understand your issue and don't charge you with it. It's like, you messed up in the head. No. It's like, what can I do to help this person get over the hump?
Right. Exactly. Vanessa said, I think we take a break and so-called heal, recover, then move on. Not saying it's right, but maybe think we are okay. Will Major says, I'm describing a normal approach to dating. All I'm saying is anyone who lacked that level of self-awareness shouldn't date. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like I said, I think that it's definitely, levels to it. There are some things that, you definitely want to, tell this person, like, listen, hey, you know what? So here's the thing about me. This is what I went through. And, some stuff I think you can work through, and some things will take more work. So there's that.
You definitely can't be stubborn, and you got to be willing to bend, even though it might seem minute. I tell you, one of the issues that Chris had with me, and that was turning my phone over while we was at the table, while we was at the dinner table, or whatever we had to eat. And it wasn't no big deal. I mean, for me, nothing was going on, but they just triggered her. If the phone upside down, it triggered her. So I had to make sure that my phone was facing up. You know what I'm saying? And even with it facing up, I don't think she necessarily was looking at it or nothing like that. But it was a trigger thing, and I just had to make sure my phone was facing up.
I mean, because I'm like this. Why you turn your phone over? What are you hiding? Because if for me, I could, it's like here, boom, right there. It's open, it's front ways, whatever. But when you turn it over, it's a reason. Now, the only place I'll turn my phone over.
Charlene, she said that will burn me up. That damn phone turned over.
See,
look, man.
Okay, come on. I wasn't by myself. For me, I'm gonna turn my phone over if it's gonna be lighting up a room, or like if I'm at church or something, whatever. But to just like we just went somewhere and then you put it on the table, but you flip it over. Point.
Man,
I'm just saying.
But it wasn't no big deal. I just started turning the phone over. I made it. Now I'll be sarcastic sometimes about it. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I will pick at her about it. But I mean, when I sit down and put my phone out, I'll put it up on the table and I make sure that motherfucker point it upwards. And it seemed small. And it was small. It really was small. It was small. It was an easy fix. But for stubborn type of men like myself, it's like, why? That little bit of shit. Look at, come on, man, for real.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about those triggers. It can be, something little, because you don't know that little bitty thing that, somebody else did that it ended up being a big thing. So there's that.
Well, Major said an exposed phone screen signifies transparency. I had to learn that the hard way too.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
I don't know if I necessarily learned it the hard way. I just Derek said, "Good job, John." I'm gonna treat me like a little dog. You feel like you pat me on the head. Good job, good job. I mean, it is what it is. That's just an example of some of the things that people have their triggers. People have stuff that I don't think that was because of me. I think that was because of the past relationship. That has to do with me. I think that had something. I think that came from the last relationship, man.
Listen, what did Music said something about don't blame me for previous cats, whatever. I mean, it's something that is like, it's kind of like my
it's a red flag. It's like, oh, this nigga, he's the same. This I done got with the same.
Okay.
But that was my thing. For me, it was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna convince this mom. I'm gonna convince her that I ain't the same as the dude that you was with, man. I'm not that same dude. And then it took a while. I think most men would have quit, because you have to continue to, be aware until it kind of heals until the scab heals. And ain't no time limit on that. You know, it was some years, not days, not weeks, not months. It was years. So, you know, you can't put a time limit on it. You just, man, gotta bend and conform until, you know, she comfortable.
Hey, I had bigger triggers. I had some that were a little more and bigger.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I ain't gonna expose, you
right.
know what I'm saying?
We ain't gonna tell all my triggers, but
but I mean, you know, you gotta man.
So I would say for those out there who are still in the dating pool, you know, rinse your feet off and jump back in.
But you know, we always talk about the compromise word, the big C word.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I think that's what in today's society, you know, that's a bigger cuss word than cuss words.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
compromise. You have to be willing to come. There is no such thing as a relationship that can always be one-sided. You have to compromise. You have to be able to compromise. That person is not going to give you everything that you want and vice versa. So everybody, there's a give and take on both sides, always. So that if you're not a person who wants to compromise, then seek help, because I feel like, you know, something wrong there. Like that's got to be a very selfish life to feel like you don't want to compromise. Like, I'm not gonna bend. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I want. And if you're not that, then period. Like, no. But we know some people. We know some people that out there. Like
I done said it before, man. Make a list and burn it up.
Okay. Right. And speaking of these lists, listen, you better, I'm gonna say trash the list, because, you know, I feel like there is your package. Your person may not come in the package that you are looking for. And some people so like, oh, if he don't have cute shoes and this and, you know, all that, if you ladies, stop it. So please don't be stuck on this one type of person, because, you know, that person may come in a different box, and it's okay.
I came in a different box.
I'm not trying to tell everything.
We done said it before.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
I came in a different box. She was like, "Let me try this nigga." I didn't try it out. All the pretty niggas. It's like, let me see. With this little short ass ugly bald head.
Oh my God, today. Man. My God, today. So anyway, there's that, y'all. Okay. I said word. Right on. Vanessa said absolutely. And Charlene said I had to learn that. Yeah. That's it, Charlene. So
man, I always talk about the rocking chair years, and that's what I'm trying to make it to. I'm trying to make it to the years where I'm in the rocking chair with my person that we done spent our lives together. We done invested in each other, and we on the last half. And, you know, sitting outside, ain't much more we can do, but sit in our rocking chair and take it all in. And that's, to me, that's a life that's earned. You know, you work on that life. You work together to get to that life. It ain't something that come. You turn 70, decide you want to settle down and do the rocking chair thing at 72. And that's something you build, you know, hopefully in your 30s or maybe your 40s, at most your 50s. That give you about 20 years to build something up, you know, for your rocking chair years.
Right.
I don't feel like being by I'm already be old. I'm already moving slow.
Wow.
Man, I need somebody to go through that with me. I ain't gonna lie.
So Derek said, I'm keeping my list. Maybe that's why I'm single.
Hey,
bro,
you better burn that list. I don't know. I'm not gonna say necessarily burn it. I mean, we all got, you know, some deal breakers that just ain't going nowhere. But most of them, they're not worth it. Not when you talk about long term. A lot of those, especially when you talk about physical attributes, they ain't even gonna stick around that long. Like when you old, most of the physical attributes gonna be out the window.
I know. I'm thinking about that because you had that.
What?
That was one of your things.
What, physical attributes?
Yeah.
What you mean?
I don't know. Remember I told you I had you saw me because of my pleasing personality.
Oh yeah, that wasn't that. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. I mean, obviously you age well, so I'll take that into account. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's it. Oh, that's sweet. I say it's called relationship. The key word is relation.
Hey,
there's that. There's that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to talk about this book right here, man. I want y'all to go out and get this book. It's called The Unheard Stories and Poems. I don't know if y'all can see it. Well, a good friend of mine, Audrey Sanders, her son, wrote a book of stories and poems. It is on Amazon. Look it up on Amazon. The Unheard, the E's are threes. So check that out. The Unheard. It's a book of stories and poems. Support our local artists, man, our local creative community.
That's right. If you have written a book you would like to send to us, then contact us. Yeah.
I will tell you what's in it, but I just got it right before this weekend, and this was my birthday weekend, and I ain't read nothing. When did I get it? Was it Saturday? I got this.
It came in. Yeah.
So I'm gonna check it out. Maybe I'll let y'all know what's up on it next week. But with no question, with no hesitation, I just bought the book, and that's what I'm asking y'all to do. No question, no hesitation. Exactly. Go out and get this book.
There you go. All right. All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for joining in with us today. And man, we love your participation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we are one. There's that in behalf of Frankie Beverly. And so y'all, we're gonna see y'all next Monday, same jazz time.
Same jazz time.
All right, be blessed.